calling the office of the Secretary of State. This is Yetta. How may I help you?
Hi, how are you doing today?
Good, how are you?
Pretty good. I have a question for you. And I'm not asking for you to get political. I'm just asking for the law.
Oh, good, because I can't.
Right, and I understand. Veterans for Idaho Voters, never even heard of them, but whatever. They have a free movie about open primaries and ranked choice voting. And on their flyer, they're stating 270,000 independent voters cannot vote in the primary elections. It's time for a change. That is false information, right?
No, because in the primaries, you are... I'm trying to figure out how to say it. Have you gone to the Reclaim Idaho website, the citizen initiative site that brought this forward?
Right, but my argument is that an independent voter or an unaffiliated, they can, at the May primaries, they can ask for a ballot of their choice. Hello?
No, I'm trying to think about how you're thinking about it.
Yeah. So I feel like this is a misleading statement, because the reality is if you're party affiliated, then you only can. I mean, I've seen the little.
Well, but you. Sorry, go ahead.
Well, I mean, I understand, like, if you're Republican, you only can get Republican. If you're Democrat, which there's even different rules depending. But anyways, and then of course, if you're Libertarian or constitutional, then so I understand the different rules. Okay, but if I'm not mistaken, I mean, we're only speaking about independence.
Yeah, go ahead.
If we're only speaking about independence, they can go in on the May election and they can say, I would like to pull a Republican or a Democrat ballot.
Only if they're registered Republican or Democrat.
I thought unaffiliated can pull either or.
It should be there.
That's the point of being unaffiliated, is so that you can choose either party.
Well, that is how you think of that.
No, I mean, I understand the purpose of an unaffiliated, but the purpose of the option for the primary election is, as an affiliated, you don't have a party to vote on, so you get to vote on any party. Obviously, if you pull a Democrat, then you're only going to be able to vote the whole ballot measures. All the ballot measures are going to be whatever's on the Democrat ballot. I get that part. Like, you don't get to pick and choose. But at the primaries, the unaffiliated gets to pick either ballot.
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
Okay, thank you.
So prior to 2011, it was open primaries. And then the Republican Party chose to have a closed primary. So only voters who are registered as Republicans may request a ballot for Republican candidates.
Right. I understand if you're party affiliate, but we're talking strictly unaffiliated.
So that would mean that, and I'll double check this, but an unaffiliated voter couldn't vote in the primaries.
I've been unaffiliated before.
Right, because if you have to be registered as Republican to vote on the Republican ticket.
That doesn't make any sense. I was unaffiliated can you look me up?
I can, yeah.
Now, when I got here, I was unaffiliated. And I was
when did you get here?
16. I don't know if I voted in 16, though. I probably started voting in 17, maybe.
That's got to give me a code.
You're fine.
For me to get back in.
Mm-hmm. I just feel like if I'm right, this is misleading.
Did you get the voter pamphlet?
Yes, but I don't know where it's at. Probably in the trash now.
Because that does show, the pros and cons in each, basically. I mean, the citizens of Idaho brought that forward, and it takes a lot to bring that forward.
But I'm asking a specific question. I'm not trying to read a whole pamphlet.
Yeah. No, and as I understand it, that's why they say those voters are cut out of the system. But I don't want to say anything. Okay, let me look you up first. You can change your party.
No, I remember specifically, I went in there, I believe it was during COVID, because I moved from Spirit Lake, Bonner County to Boundary County, and I remember I voted, and all of a sudden I got a card in the mail a couple weeks later saying, congratulations, you're a Republican, and I called Bonner County, I'm like, what the heck? And then I go, well, you pulled a Republican ballot. I said, I pulled a Republican ballot because that was my ballot of choice since I was unaffiliated. And he said, well, the problem is that the way they made the rules. And anyways, I remember there was a hiccup. I don't know if you were working there back in 2020, but there was a hiccup where a lot of people were angry because they got unaffiliated, changed over to Republican. And they didn't want that. And I was one of them, but I just kind of gave up. And
because you couldn't vote otherwise.
All I know is I read literature somewhere. I don't remember. This was about 7 or 8 months ago. And it said if you're unaffiliated, you can pull any ballot that you choose. And I thought it came from you guys, but I might be wrong.
Yeah, so it used to be open primaries in Idaho, so you could vote. You didn't have to vote along any party lines. And the Republicans closed it in 2011, which, as I understand it, then eliminated those that were not, because there's a Republican ballot and a Democrat ballot.
But then there's isn't there an unaffiliated ballot too?
Not that I know of. But,
okay. No, you're fine.
I'm educating myself too. I'm answering phones, and we can't. We're here to get people to vote, and there is a lot of information out there.
Well, your also job is to keep us from not giving up either, because I'm getting to the point where I'm tired of all the hogwash on both sides.
I have no idea how you got that.
Both sides are really playing games, to be honest with you. So, I'm assuming it's in your state statutes under, what is elections, is that 33?
Well, yeah, you would have to go to Reclaim Idaho to get more information.
Why would I go to Reclaim Idaho? I'm not a Democrat. It sounds to me like you are a Democrat. And I don't care if you are a Democrat. I don't care if you're a Democrat, but at the very beginning of our conversation, you said, I basically need to be not biased. I need to be non-biased. And you've been over and over and over pushing me to go to Reclaim when there are other...
They're the ones who brought the citizen initiative forward.
It doesn't matter. There are other web... Hold on, ma'am. You're interrupting me. Okay? I mean...
Would you like to talk to my supervisor?
Yeah, can you tell me what your name is so I know who I'm talking to and I can let her know? I'm sorry, what?
Yata.
Yata? Okay,
Yata.
Thank you. Thank you very much.